So hello everyone, welcome to Triaright. This is Pack 365. Myself Sujit. So in this session, we are going to learn what is iterator and what is generator that's available in Python. So for this session, we are only completing what is iterator and how to create iterator and what is the advantages of this iterator, each and everything we are trying to cover in this session only. Okay. So guys, what is iterator? So iterator is nothing but it is the object only. Okay. Means whenever we are just try to create a object, means object is nothing but it is the real-time entity. Okay. It is a object which is created by using iter method. Means whenever we are just try to create a object. Okay. So means the object must be sequence data type. Means the sequence data type or the collection data type that's available in our Python, like our string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. These are treated like a sequence data type or our collection data type. Now, if I'm just try to take these are things, now if I'm using this iter method, then this variable, whenever we are just try to create, it will be treated like a iterator. Okay, so iterator means whenever we are just trying to convert it, at that time it will be converting. And if you want to run each and every character from a string, if you want to see there, we can run a for loop. So like that, the iterator also will be looking like that. It will be traversing to our each and every character that's present. Okay, so I want to give you the differentiate between our iterator and how the for loop will going to work, so that you can relate it both the things. Okay, so here I'm just trying to take a string that is called our Triaright. Okay, after that, if I want to traverse each and every character that's available in this string, then I can run a for loop on directly on my string. Okay, now if I'm just trying to print each and every character, so in every iteration it will be printing each and every character that's available. Okay, so means by the help of this for loop we can get that. If my requirement will be I want to take the same string, but now I'm just want to converting into my iterator. So how to convert this iterator? By the help of our iter method. Okay, so now if I'm just try to converting into iter. Okay, now suppose if I want to print that, so here it will be return me a iterator object. Means here it will be saying that this is called our string xi iterator object. Now, if I want to get each and every character, so at that time we can use the next. Okay, so like our iter method, the next method also looking like that. Okay, means now if I'm just try to print, it will be helpful to use this next. By the help of this next, okay, now if I'm just try to run this one, so at that time it will be give me each and every character that's available. But guys, just see, it will be printing only one character. Why? Because we are using one time next. Okay, now suppose if I'm trying to print for 7 times. Okay, so now if I'm run this one, so how many 7 character will be completing till our G? Okay, means H and T will be remaining. So now I'm just trying to take 2 more times. Now if I'm just trying to run this one, means we cannot see that how many character that's present. But if I'm trying to run, then it will be printing. Suppose if somebody asks that after still, if I'm just try to run this one, so at that time here it will be give me an error that is called our stop iteration. But in case of our for loop, it will be not showing this error. But inside means we can say that, but internally in the for loop also there will be working behind this iterator, because we need to stop when all the characters are traversing. So this is the way we can create a iterator by the help of our different type of collection. Okay, means our collection object, or we can say that sequence. Okay, now if I'm just try to use my while loop, so at that time how to use, now I'm just try to specifying every time that my while loop must be true when means after each and everything will be completing, if again it will become, because after printing all the things that's available, if again I'm just trying to run this one, it will be give me a stop iteration and it will be treated like a false value, and at that time here the while loop will be blocked, or we can say that stop. Then only the things that's available inside the string, it will be printing all that thing. Okay, this is all about our iterator that's available. So now we are just trying to write all the theoretical points that's available in our iterator. Okay, so what is iterator? So an iterator, okay, an iterator, okay, is an object that allow, okay, that allow us to traverse, okay, that allow us to traverse through all the element, okay, all the element, okay, all the element of a collection data type, or we can say that sequence also. Okay, what is the different type of collection? Means string, then list, then our table, set, and our dictionary. Okay, so these are the different type of collection data type that's available. Okay, now by the help of this we can get that particular thing, but still now we cannot converted our collection data type into iterator. Means Python provide two built-in method to make an object into iterator. So here I'm just trying to write. Python provides two built-in method, okay, two built-in method to make a object, to make a object and iterator. Okay, what is the both the method? So the first method will be double underscore iter double underscore. Okay, so means by the help of this one we can say that it return, okay, it return the iterator object itself. If you see here also, whenever I'm just trying to run the variable name, at that time it will be return me a object, or we can say that iterable object. Now the second method that will be next method. So double underscore next double underscore. What is the use case of this one will be? So it says that return the next element, return the next element in the collection data. Okay, now in the note point I'm just trying to add one more point. Okay, in note point I'm just trying to add that when, okay, so here I'm just trying to write when there are no more, okay, when there are no more okay, elements, it raise a stop iteration error. If you see here also, when each and everything will be complete at the last that time, it will be showing that all the traversing element that you want to traverse are completing. So this is all about our iterator. Now we are just trying to create our user defined iterator, means like our next and our iter. Now I'm just trying to create my own iterator. So how to each and everything we are just trying to see now. So every time we know that whenever we are just trying to tell about object, means we are just trying to create a class. So here I'm just trying to create a class. Then I'm just trying to create two method like our iter and next. Means if I'm calling this one also, it needs to be work like that. Okay. So here also I'm just trying to give the same name. If you want to change the name also, it's okay, because we are create our own. Okay. So first thing I will give my class name. So here I'm just trying to give my class name equal to iter. Okay, so after I'm giving my iter, Okay, so first thing I'm just trying to create my constructor. So how to create constructor? By the help of our double underscore init double underscore, and here I'm just trying to take two variable, because whenever we are just try to create, it will be taking a starting value and a ending value, because we are just try to traverse all the element that's available. That's why. So after I am getting two variable, I'm just try to initialize. So how to initialize? So self dot start equal to start, and the next one will be self dot end equal to end. Okay, after I initialize, now my requirement will be I want to create my method like our iter and our next. So here I'm just trying to create double underscore iter double underscore. Here it will be take one mandatory argument, that is called self. So here every time I'm just trying to return the self, means the recent object address. Now next thing I want to create, after I'm creating a object into iterable object, if I want to run a loop, or we can say that if you want to traverse each and everything, I'm using this next. Okay, so here also we are taking this self. Okay, now after I'm taking this self, here I'm just trying to take that when I need to stop. So if you see here, when each and every element will be completing traversing, then only I need to stop. So how to make this deal? By the help of this next, we are going to see now. So here I'm taking self dot current. Why I'm just trying to take current? Because every time you are just try to traversing each and every element. That's why here I'm just trying to take if self dot current greater than self dot end. When our current value will be greater than into end, then only I want to create a error. So guys, how to create a error in our Python? By the help of our range keyword. Okay, now if I'm trying to create this range keyword, at anywhere we can create this error. So here I'm just trying to create a stop iteration error. Okay, so now when I'm taking this one, now my requirement will be I want to take this self dot current. Okay, so here I'm just trying to take in my element, because I want to traversing that particular thing. So here I'm just trying to take self dot current. Okay, self dot current, self dot current. Okay, after I'm getting this current into my element, now my requirement will be here I need to specify how the iteration value needs to be updated, because every time it will be updating into 1, but now my requirement will be I want to updating into 5. So here I need to write self dot current plus equal to 5, means my updation value will be 5. Then at that end, every time I'm just try to print that value. That's why here I need to send the value outside the function. Means as of now we are doing that, but there will be a small error, but I need to show you this error, then only you can get a clear picture on that how to overcome with that. So here I need to create a class. So how to create a class? Followed by the class name. So here my class name will be iter. Then here I need to pass the starting value as 10 and ending value as 15. Okay, now here I'm just try to create my iterable, means here I'm just try to create the object, but now I'm just try to create my iterable object. So iterable object equal to, by the help of our iter. So here also we are creating this iter. So here I'm just try to pass this variable name. Okay, but now if I'm just try to run this one, still there will be a small error. We need to modify that particular thing. Okay, so till now it will be not showing that particular thing. Now if I'm just try to run this one, now it will be showing that particular error. Okay, so true. Okay, so here I'm just try to print next it object. Okay, so just a second guys. So guys, just see here, it will be not a in a error, means we can modify that particular thing. So guys, just see here, it will be saying that iter object has no value called our current. Why? Because in this iter we are not specifying that particular thing. So means here we are just trying to specify that the current self dot current equal to self dot start means we are just try to pass the starting value to that particular thing. That's why here it will be not rectifying that particular thing. So guys, just see, after it will be getting the start value on it, then only you can get a clear picture on that how to improvising that particular thing. Means till now if you are not specifying your current value, then how it will be getting that particular thing. So make sure that every time whenever you are using this one, you need to specify the start value. Without taking the first value, how we can check this one, self dot current greater than self dot end means our self dot current value will be 10. So 10 greater than 15, no, still it will be not false. So means here it will be updating that value and send to the outside of the value. Now if I'm just try to modify the updation value, so here I'm just try to take as 10. Okay, so guys, just see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. After 50, it will be create a stop iteration. Now whenever my updation value will be 5, it will be updating 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, just like that. So this is the way we can create our user defined iterable by using our iter method as well as our next method. Means we are creating our own iter and next. Now if you are just try to change the value, means the variable name also, it will be still okay. If you see here, I'm just try to change this one. Okay, so next one. Okay, so here it is not possible, guys. Okay, that's why it will be showing that error. Okay, so you can change, means this is the way to create our user defined iterable. So that's all for this session. In the upcoming session, we'll try to see how to create generator and what is the use case of this generator. So thanks for watching Triaright.